Screw it, we're gonna jump right into it. Normally I give like a 5-minute buffer, but I'm really intrigued in how this is going to play out, because this is research. This is something I need to know. This is something you guys need to know. So let's jump right into it. Today we're going to be researching RCS specifically. RCS and Empyrion. Now, reaction control system. It's how it's supposed to be, and it works best to actually demonstrate this in Kerbal Space Program, but I'm not going to because I'm freaking lazy and I don't feel like booting up that game. So what an RCS is it's a thruster that shoots in a direction to apply a force in an equal opposite direction. You know, an equal and opposite reaction. So usually used with hypergolic fuels, right? You have your you know what? They escape me now. But basically it's a jet of something that shoots out. Let's say, like, you know, this is your rocket, shoots out, causing your rocket to go this way. Another one shoots out, causing your rocket to go this way. That's how they're supposed to work. Now, how they really work in Empyrion is not that way, and they function a lot more like we'll say gyros from Space Engineers, which is completely inaccurate anyway. But how exactly do they work? That's the question. How exactly do RCS work? Are they based off of mass? Are they based off of block count? Now, movement in your pitch and yaw and roll in a game like Star Made, which is a similar game to this. It was based off of the width of your ship, the length of your ship, the height of your ship, and that gave you your speed in which you can rotate and all that. Space Engineers, it's mass based. You can overcome this by adding more gyros. Now, I was under the impression that this game was like Space Engineers, that the RCS was more like a gyro, and you can overcome movement by adding more. Which does seem to be the case, but there's something underlying that was actually causing issues for one of our players on the public server. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop in creative. And we're going to build out several different varieties of ship with one RCS, one cockpit, one generator, one fuel tank. And we're just going to build them out. And we're going to see exactly what the stats say on each one and try to deduce from that what's the underlying thing. I mean, what's making this work, and what is the calculations behind each one? We're going to start in Omicron orbit because, let's face it, trying to do this on planet side would be completely counterproductive. So let us get it done. Let us do the research. Put the research back in Trent's Research Center. Oh, look at that. Might help if I have the right keypad thing set up. Alright, we've got some random ass fracking ship. A prefab. It's nice. I like it. Moray, huh? Well, you're now mine. I say, you're now mine. Alright. So, we need hardened steel blocks. We need small ship, generator, fuel tank, RCS, the reason why we're doing this. I'm not going to worry about thrusters. We do need a cockpit. I'm going to use the open cockpit one. These might come in handy because they might be these might be mass based, so we might use these to tip the mass in certain ways and see exactly how these things operate. And I don't think we need anything else. Oh yeah. By the way, Omicron orbit, freaking gorgeous. I love these kind of asteroid fields with the dust and the, you know. Yeah. Alright, so. Oh, yeah. You know. That is 10 starting vessels. This should be enough for what we're doing here. So, we're going to... Blop. Alright, create a new small vessel. We're not going to do anything else to it except for this. 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 And this. Simple enough. This is our control. Now what I mean by what its stats say is you can see roll 109 degrees per second squared. So that's per second per second. Pitch 52 degrees per second per second. Yaw 61 degrees per second squared. So what that means is once this thing has power... Ooh. Did I just have a display driver issue? I did. I need to update those. Bear with me, guys. Yep, I'm gonna have to close the game. Ah, so annoying. OBS is not giving me a good scene either. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, there we go. Now I can actually see what the hell I'm streaming, and yeah, small little hiccup. I apologize. Alright, resume game. Researchers unite. Load game. Phoenix is a hooker. I really need to update my drivers on my computer. Alright. So there we are. In that. So we need fuel. Let's do fuel. Also good to know, one fuel tank is worth 600 units of fuel, which is 4 large fuel packs. Math. Alright, so now. Okay, turn it on. Feels pretty good. Its roll's kind of sluggish. Right? But we established shouldn't be. Should be really responsive. Should be 109 degrees per second per second. So why is it so sluggish? Well, inertia. Tease up each. So now let's do another one. This time, if I'm correct in assuming that this is more like Star-Made, that block count is what's going to do it. Right? We'll do the same thing. Generator. Fuel. RCS. Cockpit. Now, if I go like this and this. Now the idea is, think of a figure skater when they're spinning. You'll hear this a lot in science class, that when they have their arms out, the slower they move. When they bring their arms in tight, the faster they move. Right? Well, this is the arms out. Okay? That is the essential what it is. I wanted to make it even so the test is accurate. We're going to fuel it up. We're going to hop in, power it on. We're going to check the statistics. 13 degrees. Wait a minute here. 13 degrees for the roll. It does feel a lot more sluggish. Switch. 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 Okay. Well, what about up and down? Side to side? Feel alright. Okay. So maybe block count width really played a part in that. So let's go back to the control. Let's see what the statistics said. 109 degrees. 52 degrees. 61 degrees. Well, yaw. In pitch. Well, pitch got nerfed a little bit too. And now, if it was block count, pitch shouldn't have been affected. Unless it's based off of where your RCS is placed, too. So, let's do this. Because I do know there's an option to this. Let's hit N. Center of mass. No. Okay. Well, now let's see if it's block count or mass. Now, apparently center of mass is not working. Oh, there it is. Aha. I'm not sure what the blue and yellow ball means, so let's find out. What happens if I bring this down and out? Does that shift? Okay, well, it doesn't actively update. Okay, so the blue ball is the center of mass. So what happens if we shift the center of mass? Closest to... What happens to the stats? 12 degrees, 26 degrees, 10 degrees. Switch. 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 Sluggish. Not so sluggish. So nothing really looks like it's changed. The stats say they changed, but maybe we're dealing with such, extremes. Yeah, we're back to the 47 degrees and 11 degrees for the yaw. Alright, so the pitch hasn't changed much, and I think the pitch has changed because of where the mass is located. So I do believe that this is mass-based. So let's find out. Let's pop another small ship out. one. Another one. Another one. Cockpit. Cockpit. Alright, so now we need to do the same as this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're going to put a mass block on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mass block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mass block. Now, let's power it up. Take a look. Power it up. Well, 41 degrees, 10 degrees, and 11.53 degrees. Now, what does that mean? I don't know, because we just added the mass block on the end, and I don't actually know what the hell the mass block's mass is worth. So, let's find out. 47, 11.95, 13.24. So, 13.24, that's the one we're going to look at the most, because that's the roll. And that's what I'm trying to affect the most here. 11. So, one mass block. 13.4. So, one mass block itself is worth just shy of... or just a little bit more. So, like 1.25 block. So, a mass block is worth 1.25, give or take. Somebody who's better at math can do that. You know what? Let me, just real quick. Because I think... yeah, the axis of rotation just shifted. I think that's what that is. It's the axis of rotation versus the center of mass. And the RCS is what shifts the axis of rotation. So... yep, look at that. Alright. And it shifted the center of mass. So here's what I'm thinking. Yellow ball is the axis of rotation, where it's going to rotate, versus the blue ball, which is the center of mass, which this is so counterintuitive, it's stupid. Now, the center of mass should be the axis of rotation, period. You'll see this in Kerbal Space Program all the time. You want to balance your RCS around your center of mass. Let's check something here. We're going to go back up to statistics. We brought that up to 30 degrees, adding 2 RCS, 69 for pitch. So now we're getting into the realm of weird here. That's the pitch. Now, I'm running into the same issue that this other player was running with the roll. Switch. It carries. It's sluggish. Okay? Whereas my pitch is fine. Now, what I think happened, and what I think now that we know kind of how the RCS works, is the mass of her vehicle, his vehicle, it was heavier in the top and the bottom, and so inertia was keeping it from slowing down. Or no? No, because it was acting all kinds of counterintuitive that way. Sped up real quick, got up to speed really quick, and then was a bitch to stop. But side to side it responded fine. So let's see if we can replicate that. How would we replicate that? Let's find out. Alright, so we've got our control. This is the control. This is as good as it's gonna get. Alright. There's our consistent stats. Now we need to... We've got our center of mass, or center of rotation just behind the RCS, center of mass just around the RCS. I got something else I want to test later, but for right now, let's just go with what we got here. And since this is a little bit more counterintuitive than I thought it was going to be, we're going to stock up on our devices. Okay, so now, if my theory is correct, this is going to affect pitch. 34, 44, 75. So that affected them all in various ways. So basically now the issue is I put a lot of mass in the front. I wonder. And this is something else we need to test. We'll Unexpected kernel mode trap. I need to reformat Windows. I just need to get a new C drive, put new fresh Windows on that, and yeah,
connected.
Just trash this current drive. Well, it is what it is. Let me get this back up and running here. Oh yay! All my icons got rearranged on my desktop. Fuck you, Windows. Fuck you. All right. I suppose you guys want your music back, right? Morning, Gator. Technical difficulties. You know how it goes. But it ain't the stream unless it's, you know, something wrong with it. I wonder now. And we're going to check if RCS direction plays a part in how it handles. Because now I'm curious. So now we've got the RCS in its default configuration. Let's move it. Nope. 192, 52, and 61. So that didn't do shit. So what about my theory of height? Or mass to the top, we'll say. And just for good measure, mass to the frickin' top. Now when I hop in, yeah, look at that. The center of rotation and the center of mass are so far up. Let's see what happens. No, I didn't do it. Everything's behaving as it should. So that's not it. And remember, our roll with the mass being out sideways is it's acting funny. So, and it is mass-based. We learned that. That's not it. I mean, I really wish I had now had the craft to look at and see what's doing it. So, we have the control, which these are our default stats for control, 51, 52, 61, and 109. Nine degrees, 17, 6. Well, we're getting more into the realm and numbers that we were seeing with the craft affected. So, let's, now it's starting to feel like one of my craft. So what we got? We got really no new information other than that craft that was going on was buggy as fuck for unknown reasons. And then we've got our center of rotation near the cockpit, which is actually, ideally, what you want. I wonder what happens now if we put all our mass back here. 2 degrees per second, 2.5 degrees per second, 3 point... Yeah. So this is what was going on. Is it was sluggish this way on her craft. It was quick to respond to get to this, but sluggish. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting into the... No? Switch. 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 Well, that's interesting. I don't think the mass up top really affected what we got. Doesn't feel that way. Sure as hell doesn't feel anything like the vessel that he or she has made. It's weird. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe, and this is just postulation, it has nothing to do with the RCS. Now, I've always gone with the color of these blocks when I'm placing stuff on the core. Maybe I'm completely wrong. So let's see what happens when I go like this. Maybe core placement matters a lot more than I thought it did. I doubt it. So if we're going to do this, we got to make it accurate to the control. Just 90 degrees. And there it is. Pitch 109. Yaw 61 degrees. That hasn't changed. Roll is now 52 degrees. Roll still feels... Whoa, look at that. And there it is. That's what happened. You guys seeing that? So, we have learned exactly what happened. Exactly what the craft was facing. Now, I want to show you exactly... Oh, you guys can't see shit, can you? Oh, shame. For shame, Trent. So, it has nothing to do with the RCS. This is exactly what was going on. Fine this way, fine this way. Felt weird this way. But, that. It dragged consistently. So, I want to show you what I did, since the technical difficulty screen was still up. I apologize. So far, I've been placing them, the ships, when I'm building them. Here's your core, your axis of rotation, right? Apparently this fracking matters. Okay? So we're going to put our generator down. This is our... We're rebuilding the control. Just because. Science. Okay? This is how I've been building them. 3 blue squares in the back, 1 blue square in the front. I didn't think much of it, but there is a reason why there's an orientation there. The person's craft issue had nothing to do with where the RCS was placed. Apparently, there's a hidden mechanic that dictates how a craft handles based on the orientation of the core block when it's initially placed. Okay? So, 3 blue squares in the bottom, back, 1 blue square in the front. You get that sluggish inertia roll. Okay? This is what I think happened, and why I think the craft itself was misbehaving. Three blue squares, 1 blue square. Let's approach it from the side, the red axis. Instead of placing things in line with the blue axis, we're going to place them in line with the red axis, pretending that that is forward. Control ship. Same ship, same as the control, same amount of fuel, same amount of power. This is what happens. This is the same issue that that person was running into. Right here. To demonstrate, switch, 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 switch. You guys see the issue. The roll does not function like the roll we know. It tries to, but it really wonky, really buggy. It's like the game's like, yeah, right? Same. Yaws seems to be unaffected, but center of mass is the same. Everything else is the same, except how I've placed the ship to the core. Which begs the question, if I remove the core and place a new one, does it change? The answer does not. It still acts funky. So that the initial building of the craft matters very much in relation to the core. That is exactly what happened to this person's vessel. So, fundamentally, the vessel that was built was flawed. We didn't know. And it's not like I could have just explained it. I thought it had something to do with the RCS. It has nothing to do with the RCS, in so much as what the RCS will affect. It had everything to do with the initial core placement versus the rest of the ship. So, pro tip, when building a ship in Empyrion, these 3 blue blocks and this one blue block, back and front, or vice versa. I don't think that matters. Since we're here, why don't we find out? I've got 3 more cores. So, back, front, right. Let's flip it. I don't think this part matters, but we'll see. Nope. Behaving as expected. So. Now I'm just curious. Whee! What do the statistics say? Ridiculous numbers everywhere. Although I think there's a cap to that. I honestly think there's a cap to how fast something will move or rotate or anything like that, because I should be able to flip around like a monkey in a treetop. So. And I don't. So. Research completed. It is not the RCS that affected this person's craft. This is everything to do with his or her block placement. So, without further ado, I'm in creative mode. We figured out what the issue is. And we now know from here on out. Hunter. Buddy. When building a ship in Empyrion, those 3 blue dots in the back, 3 blue blocks in the back of a small ship core, or even large ship core for that matter, and the one in the front, do denote how you should build your ship. If you put the 3 on the side, you're going to have some control issues. So always make sure the 3 are to the back or to the front. Problem solved. Any questions? Any concerns? Anybody still watching? Give a shit.
I am.
Woohoo! And who's I am? Is that Gator?
That's me.
Me who? Yep, it would be Gator. Dude, your voice is so different now that you actually got a proper headset.
Hopefully better.
Oh, significantly so. Like I said, you're actually almost pleasant to listen to now. So there's the lessons. I mean, there is the information. Do we have any other questions about it? Or any other questions now that we're in research mode that we need to have solved? Anything that needs to be looked into? Anybody? How about you, Gator?
No, sir, not right now.
You're good. So did we learn the lesson about what was wrong with a certain individual's craft?
I just didn't know what individual.
I will not go into detail over live stream. But
Gotcha.
it was an issue that arose yesterday.
Gotcha.
With a craft design. And that individual got frustrated, and I
understand.
I got curious. I wanted to know exactly what the cause was, because I hopped in the vessel and went, wow, this is really weird. what the hell happened. So, I thought it had something to do with the RCS. I was proven wrong. But that's why we have research in our name. So we can, you know, research. And learn. And do stuff. And learn. I mean, that's how we do things, is we experiment. We figure things out. Hey! Quit teasing the damn dog. I've told you that before. I don't want her barking.
I did not realize the direction of the core mattered.
Neither did I. I didn't think it mattered at all. I was very wrong in this instance. The core direction truly does matter. I'm curious, if I crank up the mouse sensitivity. Whee! Uh-huh. So, we got that. Let's hop back over to the server now that we got all that figured out. And nobody's got any other concerns or questions. Let's actually get some building done. Let's have some fun. Although, research for me is fun. Yeah, right where I left off. Alright, we got what armor equipped? Not my EVA armor. Well, I worked some more on the station. Because that's what I do. And I want to show you guys what ended up being what I think is a pretty cool Nope, that thing does not move any faster in 0G. Alright. Really? Mouse sensitivity affects your roll from the keyboard. That's weird. I wonder. That's actually pleasant. When using your drone, if you're building and you're using your drone exclusively and you're going to be in it a while, adjust your mouse. In-game mouse sensitivity. Apparently it matters. So, here's where we're at. This is the station thus far. I was thinking about putting some lights on, and then I got remembering that this game and lights do not get along great, especially when you've got a lot of lights and a lot of light collisions on blocks. Your performance will take a massive hit. So, I'm not sure. I'm also not sure about the cap here. I still got to build residential off of this. But if I were to leave it like this and, you know, keep it as a shipyard, I believe this station's nearing completion. Yeah. Now I just got to figure out how to tie in the bay here. Up there. Because that's where I want to come up. I want to land in the bay, go up a ladder, and then, you know. There. Certainly begs the question on how I want to do this. I should probably leave this to somebody who's better at interiors than I am. Namely, everybody. Anybody. Anybody else would do a better job at this point than I would. I should stick to the outside of things. What the hell is that? Well, I did pop a neon strike into the factory last time. I haven't spawned it yet. So let's do that. We're gonna need fuel for it though. That should be... oh. Whichever, I have no fracking clue what ammo this thing takes. I kind of forgot what weapons I gave it. Oh, I built this back when I thought the fuel had to be exposed. Wow! I took almost 200 large Prothean pack. Wow, Prometheus. Okay, yeah. See, there we go. There we go. All's functioning as it should. I've got Gatlings and rails. 4 Gatlings and 4 rails. Oh, yeah. Let me take a look. Rails in the middle, Gatlings in the side. Oh, so sexy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Neon Strike in Empyrion. I think it looks alright. Let's go get ammo for it, and then we're gonna go check out whatever the hell's over there. Wow, this thing is a freaking beast in the forward thrust. Acceleration of 57 meters a second squared. With a... so in 2 seconds, it'll reach its top speed. Oh no, its top speed's 115. Oh. So the Neon Strike needs ammo, but otherwise... Also, this thing is freaking big. Ow, that hurt my eyeballs. Screw you, night vision. Alright, so we're going to leave that there. We're going to hop into this. We're going to go get Zoomy. And, come back up into space. Do spacey stuff. Do not text and drive. Oh. I thought I saw a bullet in on that tree. Oh! Interesting. Why do we have a cheap transport down there? Oh my god! That's sunk monkey bars. Oh my god, Trent, why do you have so many O2 bottles and fuel things in your freaking ship? Because you never leave home without a freaking spare. I always carry a gas can with me. Hey, Zumpy. There we go. It's like going on a road trip without a 10-gallon gas can. You just don't do it. Back to work on the space station. That is on the other side of the fucking planet. Exactly. You know, I always ensure that my fuel tanks are topped off before I go anywhere. I didn't do it this time, but, I mean, that's because they were just topped off. But, yeah, you never leave home on a half-empty tank. You always leave on a full tank. This is good advice for any game or any life situation, for that matter. If you're going on a road trip, don't leave without a full tank. If you're going on a long road trip, carry a fucking extra 10-gallon tank. Or a gas can. I mean, it's not going to hurt you to carry that little extra 10 gallons, and that 10 gallons can get you to the nearest station. I mean, I've heard of so many people breaking down on the side of the road without... Or, you know, running out of gas on the side of the road. I mean, who does that? Alrighty. So, Zoomy, I'm assuming you're watching the live stream. There is building blocks for you to work with in the red container. Oh. I built this craft with O2 in mind, dude. There's actually 3 different O2 stations in this craft. There's one right here. And then there's one in the rear landing gate. Or one on each rear landing leg. Alright, where'd you go, Zoomy? Alright. In the red crate here, you'll find all kinds of building materials. I would like, just to kind of see what you're capable of, an elevator going from this floor up to the next floor. You'll have to punch through a maintenance floor that's going to be full of fuel. So that's the goal. You got O2 here. Here. And here. It's easier for me, Zoomy, to just talk. You can also join us in... There you go, O2. Alright, yep, you're getting it. Red crate has building materials. I would like to see an elevator going somewhere from this floor to the floor above. Did you catch it? Did you catch all that?
There we go. That should be a lot easier.
Yeah, loads easier. Sorry, buddy. My spelling blows. Oh.
Building materials. I would like to see an elevator going somewhere from this floor to the floor above.
Did you catch all that?
Catch it? All that?
Yes. Let me turn down the stream volume because it's gonna confuse the shit out of me.
My stream confused the shit out of me too. That's why I have it muted. Alright. Yeah. So just start with that. We'll see how well you do. And
Elevator.
yeah, the elevators are in the red crate. Everything that you're going to need is in the red crate. Sorry, I had to move some stuff around.
Oh my. There it is. Elevator.
So, this is the new dry dock. I did go with the separated gantries, but I made a thruster pack for over here, and I gotta figure out how to make that work without actually being able to put thrusters, because if you look, and I'm going to cheat a little bit. Ah, there we go. Just to show you what shows up for a base. There are no thrusters. So I've got no way of putting thrusters on the base. So. So, I think that's big enough for any capital ship that I decide to do for the fleet. Including carriers. I'm going to take the Neon Strike down, make some ammo for it, and, yeah. I need some 15mm ammo and small ship railgun ammo. I will say that after building the Neon Strike in this game and in Space Engineers, I really don't have a preference.
You haven't shared it yet. I can't build.
Oh. Alright, I'll be right there. This thing's got thrusters for days.
Yeah, that one's probably a lot quicker than the thing I built.
Alright, have at.
Got it.
Big ass engines in the back, because, you know, it can't be the Neon Strike without big ass engines in the back, right? I do kind of miss flying in Space Engineers. I prefer the Newtonian physics for flying. Quit teasing the dog! Push!
Wat betekent gaat pushen? Wat betekent dat ze pushen?
He makes the kid do push-ups. Oh my god. V9 Gaming, hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, man. Sorry for that. My kid is teasing the dog while she's playing with it, and that makes the dog bark, and that's loud for both me and you. So I will get loud, and I will yell at my kid, and I will make her do push-ups because I'm a dad, and that's what I do. Except for now my dog's probably barking to go outside. Or barking at the cat. Because my kids taught the dog that it's okay to bark. And it's not. That's why my kid's doing push-ups. So, V9 Gaming, I am currently flying the Neon Strike to our home base to give it some ammo. Now I gotta go yell at my dog. Sorry about that. Wow. Houston. We has a problem. The neon strike is too damn big for these pads. Sit.
You gotta build an additional landing pad then.
I know. I mean, I parked this thing diagonally, and this thing's just over the pad. Oh, was this the ship Eska was having issues with? Or did she hop on and build a new one? Doesn't look like the one she was having issues with.
I saw Hunter on last night late, but that's the only person I've seen on besides me and Eska and Zumi.
Oh, Hunter's on constant. Nope. This is not Eska's. Well, this might be Eska's ship. But this is not the ship that has our problem. Who was having problems then?
No.
It's a nice ship. Except for, you know, I just kind of hopped on. I should probably,
Wait, that's mine. That red one.
Oh, the red one's yours?
Yep.
Huh. Nice ship. Definitely
Hey.
different.
That was what I was going for. Different.
Definitely different. I mean,
I don't like placing those ribs like you do. I like a smooth skin on my ships.
I don't disagree. It depends on the mood I'm feeling. Sometimes I like the industrial look. Sometimes I like the stealth fighter. Sometimes I like, you know, the jet fighter. You know.
Yeah, true.
Depends. I need 15
Zumi.
and rail.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just thinking.
Zumi, we gotta be a little careful. Last night when I logged on, your ship was on, but the base power was off. I think you meant to cut your ship off and cut the power to the base
keep
off.
pushing anyway.
Why
So
there?
when you cut your ship off, if you use the P or whatever, just make sure you're inside your ship.
Okay. Oh, I know what I did. I shut my ship off through one of its cargo containers because I was lazy. I think that may have caused it.
Trent, we need to also let everybody know that if we're not running the constructors to turn them off, because I can't believe the amount of power they use just being on.
Okay, so we need to group those up so we can easily turn them all off.
Turn what all off?
The constructors when they're not being used.
No, I don't want the constructors turned off. It's fucking
Okay.
That's fucking annoying to me when I'm in the main base. I go to build something and nothing happens.
All right.
They don't draw that much power, and honestly, as much power as we have, it's not that necessary.
Can't find the block that fits.
I mean, seriously, I don't know when the last time anybody filled up the fuel tanks in the base go, but
I fill them up every night.
okay. How much do we need to add fuel tanks so you don't have to fill them up every night? I mean, it looks like we got 31 hours and I'm building something right now. So...
No, I mean, I just top it off every time just to make sure.
Yeah, I mean, But, I mean, we can go 31 hours without touching it. which, you know, is a significant amount, but could be better. It's not like the freaking starport over there, which I don't think draws any power, but all that fuel's used to fill the ships that land, the capital ships that land on the planet. Making ammo for the ship. Now that I've subjected everybody to my horrible singing. Cinnamon candies, man. I love them. Alright, so... how's your factory coming there, Gator?
It's coming along. I've got all the constructors put in. I've got the storage boxes put in. I haven't done much more, but I need to get again to Maspron to get that other ore so we can make a advanced constructor.
Gotcha. Did you look at my stream and get the directions on how to get there?
I haven't yet. No, sir.
Okay. Are you looking at the stream right now?
Yes, but I have it muted.
Okay. It doesn't need to be unmuted. Just watch. Akua. To Skillin. Atius. Maspron. You get all that? Is it caught up yet? From Akua to Skillin to Atius. Basically, you're gonna get to Skillin and hang a right.
I got you. Okay. All right. And then just backtrack the way back.
Yeah, you just follow that around to the right. You know, you follow from Skillin, you'll see Atius. You're gonna go to Atius or Atides or whatever, and then you're gonna go to Maspron from there.
Okay.
Okay, we are good on that. Jesus. Give me railgun ammo. This ship was built by Griff. Nice, very big open bridge. I think it looks nice. That's one of mine. But that's not what we're here to fill up. Right. I always felt that this was montage music. In hindsight, I don't need this many. Well, yeah. Alex! How's it going? So, today, I'm going to be picking up Citadel, Forged in Fire. I'm going to pick that up over Dark and Light because I played a shit ton of Ark, and Dark and Light's menu looks too much like Ark. And that's enough to throw me off. Oh. that what? What the hell? Choking! What the hell are you talking about? Aphid! Choking! Choking aphid! What are you talking about? Ooh! There you go. Oh, as far as in here, we've always had LCDs going on here. It's been needed. God, that's a lot of concrete we don't need. That's a 30mm bullet. That does nothing for me. Ow.
Rescue.
Private from Russia. And thank you. I wonder if somebody popped the core on the drones, because I haven't had a drone attack in a long time now. It's kind of depressing.
I was going to ask the same thing.
So, I want to make note that our dear friend Beardy D said he didn't have time to play anything but Space Engineers, but he was on that freaking Russian tree cutting simulator thing.
You mean spin tire?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but it's mostly figuring out how to get unstuck.
Unstuck Simulator 500.
Yeah, something like that.
I think that's the same as a certain person's button pressing simulator 500.
Yeah.
I like Flight Simulator when I'm flying. I don't like everything that comes before or after.
Oh, the startup sequence from the really good ones is like half an hour of clicking things.
I know. Screw that. If I wanted to play do a half hour clicking things, I'd play video games.
Yep. Oh, by the way, I have the start of the elevator, but those half blocks you use as a floor really make it tough to make the bottom part.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about getting rid of them, but I don't know. I'm weird. I like the way they look down there. I'll be back up there in a bit. I'm just waiting on some railgun ammo to finish up.
Okay.
So, as I was saying, I'm picking up Citadel Forged in Fire this afternoon. I will probably be doing a local host server like I did for Ark. Unless this game fizzes out, at which point I'm going to send my $30 a month to that, hosting that and running that. Because dedicated server that's private and owned by me is totally nice. I like it. I really do. I wasn't sure if I was going to be into this whole hosting a dedicated server for a game thing, but
Working fine, no lag. No
yeah.
trouble,
Well,
no weirdness.
I'm not hosting. I'm renting the server myself out of pocket. So I did, to be perfectly honest, expect this to go. I expected a lot more people in it than what's current. That in itself is disappointed. I mean, I was expecting, 25 people soon, quick, you know what I mean? But I guess I shouldn't be too disappointed, as in I don't really have very many views per stream anyway, or viewers per stream. So
You still got a decent player base. It's just not everybody is that active all the time.
yeah, exactly. You know, and that's like I haven't heard from Nova Charlie in a while, but I think he's busy as fuck. So.
Yeah, real life still happens as well.
Yep. Oh, the waiting. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I probably have enough to go for a while. Except for I've got 4 fucking railguns and 4 fucking Gatling guns. It's gonna chew through a lot. Now that I would do what the Neon Strike in Space Engineers has, which has 8 Gatling guns of pure shred the enemy. But this game has a PvP balance. You can only have a certain amount of Gatling guns or any weapon on a ship. Which I can shut off, but then you're walking around with jackasses with walls of Gatlings or railguns or whatever, obliterating your
Shit.
So
Yeah,
PvP balance is good, I think. So if you're just joining us, today's episode name was Research, because an individual had issues with the craft and I thought I knew the answer and I didn't. And the answer I was trying to give him or her was complete bullshit based off of what I thought I knew, and I was completely wrong. It ended up being something completely unrelated to what I thought it was. But that's why we have research in Trent's Research Center. We think we know, we trust, but we verify. Once we verify, we then know for sure. But we have to do research to do it. Trial and error. I'll take the time out of my day to learn something new so you don't have to. It ended up being a good thing, because I now learned something new, and I think everybody who watched this morning also learned something new. Core placement is key when building your ship. The initial core placement. The removing and replacing of the core does not matter, but that initial core placement versus the rest of the ship and the direction you build. Damn it, I didn't get to that freaking mute button soon enough. I apologize. So,
Bless you again.
I'm sick. I should be laying in bed, but NyQuil's or Dayquil, Robitussin, whatever, wearing off. All right. So what it is the initial core placement of when you build a ship, and I can demonstrate this real quick, and I'm going to cheat to do so, because I'm going to destroy it immediately. That initial core placement versus the direction you build the ship matters. The initial core placement determines the axes of rotation. Well, that's important. Did I stick the yep, the Gatling gun's there, so we're gonna stick the rail there. Oh, I split the Gatling. Okay, well, we're gonna stick rail here. Never put all your eggs in one basket. All right. Oh, did that make you chuckle a little bit? Was that good?
A little bit.
There we go. So, just to recap what we went through this morning. You have a starting vessel core. You got your cockpit. And what I thought it was RCS related. We need a generator and a fuel tank. When we place this initial core block, you will see 3 blue squares and a blue square. If you place your cockpit sideways from that, and now, yes, this is a sideways thing, right? If you place it like this, you're going to have pitch issues. It's going to really adversely affect your pitch. Refer to the beginning of the stream. Now, if you have it like this, and put 3 in the back or front, and 1 in the back or front, no issues. It'll perform as you expect it to. And since I cheated this shit in, it needs to go away. Alright, now that this thing has fracking fuel. I think it has fuel. Oh yeah, it's got plenty of fuel. No O2 though. Running off of pseudo O2. I really hope the devs get around to fixing this issue here soon. It's kind of annoying, but whatever.
What issue is that?
The terrain issue. I want to go see what this is over here, because it's new and exciting. Yay, we got a carrier. Which should be shooting the shit out of me, but why isn't it? You know, I know better. I should probably come in here with guns, like a shotgun. Or explosives. This freighter cannot be controlled. Yeah, alright, so this is one that's going to detonate after a period of time. Looks like somebody's already raided it. When we go to the living area, you have to become sterile. Yeah, it looks like somebody's already raided this. That's depressing. And here I went and got, you know... Ooh, food. Mmm. It is a good-looking ship. I'm kind of jealous. I want the carrier. I don't know that I can keep it, but I wonder. Alt. Oh. Nope, not possible. Wrong faction. And I can't take it, so. But yes, this is definitely a nice-looking ship. Captain's quarters in the back. Increased sterilization of oneself. That's alright. Captain don't need kids. No. Wrong faction. I'd have to pop the corn. I don't have any guns right now to do that. Good question. So if I really need to go get my guns first. Which is somewhere. Where is my station? There it is. Jesus. I got lost!
How do you get lost? We have GPS.
I'm an idiot?
Are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to put a GPS thingy. I don't know.
And that's centered?
Yep. It's exactly centered. Just go up. You'll see. Space base. Landmark. Yeah, I know. It's a bit in an awkward spot. But it works.
It does work.
Yeah, that's the first thing I tried. Can you walk over it without falling?
I might be able to, and I think I'm going to, pop this catwalk from the dead center. This cross section.
Yep.
I might make two of them, one on each side, quote unquote, with a gap in the middle. You know what I mean?
Not really. You have a color or some tool like that, so you can lay it out in colors.
I can do it in block. Here. What I mean is physically move. Instead of it being dead center. Right?
Oh, right. And then the elevator would go here.
No, elevator stays right where it's at.
Oh, you're just making it all bigger.
No. You'll see.
Oh. Got it.
Right.
They repeat the elevator in the other two bays as well?
Yeah. Repeat the elevator in each bay, and then we're going to cut the center catwalk out. Right?
Yeah, and then move it a little bit.
Can you see what I'm doing?
Yep.
See, I could build off of your idea. That was a beautiful, well done catwalk. I like it. Keep it. But for it to work, I need to change my design, which I actually obviously have no issue doing, right?
Nope, I just saw you do it. Okay. I'll
So-
carry on the other side.
See what I'm doing? And that's more or less what we need to do. So, we're gonna need to go down and get more glass.
Get more everything.
Actually, I think there's more glass in the ship, but yeah, you're gonna have to go get more glass from the ship down below. Because I'm out. And we'll do that. We'll catwalk that way. I think it's gonna make a little bit more sense structurally. Jesus, English fucking sucks. Fuck English. Durka Durka Muhammad Jihad.
The Durka stab.
Oh. Anyhow, we need to go get my guns so I can go pop the core on that ship and blueprint it, and hopefully I can blueprint it. See. I should probably eat something while I'm here. Oh, because I feel like it. Why? Why ask why? Mm-hmm. Really? I'm gonna destroy every block around the one that I'm trying to destroy. That ain't happening. Screw that. Each C4 does a certain amount of damage. Yes, it does work. I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't care that much. I just blew through the majority. Meep meep.
Hello there, Neon. Oh. Wrong block.
Yep. This is perfect. Each bake. Ooh, ow! Gravity sucks. Each bay can hold 2 craft comfortably. If the neon strike is too big for the pads down below, or barely fits, and it fits comfortably on one side of this thing, from where you're putting the elevator.
Yeah, this is big.
Asphyxiated. Yes, I could have.
Can't find the freaking block I need.
Now you're gonna make me go try. That was fun. I love this ship. I love this game. I love games like this where you can just whoop and go, and that rush. It's no longer red. Apparently I did pop the core. Interesting. Well, let's find out. Nope. So the core sits under this block. That's where the core sits. Apparently it already got destroyed. Yep, I'm a dork. Go fuck yourself. So yeah, that's where the core normally sits. Apparently I already got destroyed. And here's the problem. Not accessible, wrong faction. I'd have to be able to place my own core block. So let's see, just to test. I will not keep the core there. I will pop this core. Yep, alright. So now I gotta go back to the planet, make a core, come back up.
You could take my red ship. There's a core in one of the cargo containers.
Well, it saves me a 30-foot step. Awesome.
Like I said, I want to be prepared on that thing in case I do get shot at.
I hear you. It is really weird to see the neon strike flying in atmosphere. I mean, you have no idea how weird this is. God, that's funny. It don't fit. Oh. Oh, man, that's awesome. I had like 5 cores. I don't know where the hell happened to them. Oh well. Oh.
Oh, you need to access that through J or something.
Oh.
To another container. You can't directly access it.
It's alright. I'm just gonna make a few and stick them in my Winnebago. So, to recap, initial core placement matters versus the direction you build your ship. I'm an idiot. We're changing some minor details of the station. Hopefully I can get at least some of these cores made. In fact, I'm going to take time to click that once, take this core, go back up into orbit. Also, the Neon Strike needs to be, it needs its own landing pad, because it don't fit on these. Yep, I'm a dork. Totally a dork. All right, now. That looks so freaking cool. I'd be terrified of that ship. You know, this song has always reminded me of a Metroid Prime song. And I'm kind of jealous. Now I want to play Metroid Prime again. There we go. Now I can blueprint it. It had nothing to do with her RCS. Now that the cat's out of the bag of who was having issues. No, I just blueprinted it. I'm not bringing parts. I'll take care of that later. So, block placement, initial core placement was the issue. Check the beginning of this stream after it uploads, and you'll see exactly what the process was and what we discovered. What? Initial core placement is what matters. The initial core placement in versus direction of the ship you start building matters. Check the beginning of the stream, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Things were learned. But that's the whole point of Trent's Research Center. I mean, yes, we play games, but if we run into an issue while we play those games, we need to, 1, learn what the issue is, and 2, how to avoid it, and that requires research. And asphyxiated, I've answered that 4 times with a resounding yes. Now you're starting to bug me. If you're not going to listen, don't ask any questions. Initial core placement determines the axes of rotation. So, initial core placement versus the direction you build your ship does matter. Because there's an underlying what's the word I'm looking for? System on how a ship handles depending on the axis of rotation. It's a programmer thing. So for instance, if I hop into the Neon Strike and do a roll, inertia's a bitch. Okay? Get in. So for instance, if I roll, switch. Switch. Now, we already covered this in the beginning of the stream. Instead of asking questions, you can revert to the beginning of the stream and learn what we learned, as we learned. Goodbye, asphyxiated. You've done pissed me off.
Finally found the fucking block I needed.
If you're typing, you're not listening. I answered it 4 different times. For the record. 4 different times. I said yes. Initial block placement, initial core placement does matter as it determines the axes of rotation. It doesn't matter where the core is in the ship afterwards, just the initial core placement versus where you start building your ship. If you revert to the beginning of this stream, you will see exactly the process that we used and how we determined what the issue was. If you're typing or talking, you're not listening. Now, well, you can come back if you want, if not, whatever. But that's my way of muting you for a short period of time as to where I can calm down and then answer the question for the 5th time. If you're not listening, I can't teach you. You can't learn nothing if your mouth is doing this or if you're typing. So,
Be right back.
because that's the answer to your question. Eska's ship was initial core placement asphyxiated. Jesus Christ. Pay the fuck attention. If you were to watch the beginning of the stream, you will know what the issue was, how we came to the conclusion we came to. It was a half hour. I think, at most. You'll learn a lot more about RCS, mass of the ships, and how they're determined, how it works, and then initial core placement versus the direction you build the ship does matter. And what Eska's issue was that. Refer to the beginning of the thing so I don't have to repeat myself 7 fucking times. Okay? I hate repeating myself on a good day. I'll yell at my kid for it. Blarg! I feel better.
Too bad you can't make him do push-ups.
I know, right? Oh my god, Trent is such an asshole. He's even an asshole to his own viewers. Yep. I am. Now ask me if I care.
Why? I already know the answer.
There you go. If you ask a question and I repeat it, guess what? That's the answer. If you do not comprehend why I'm giving you the same answer repeatedly, and you do not understand the answer, that is a failure to comprehend. Not a failure on my part. Does that make me a total dick? Yes. Yes, it does. I don't care. I really don't. I'm an asshole. I've never claimed to be anything other than. I have no time for stupid people and their bullshit. I have dealt enough with that shit on a day-to-day basis. I've probably lost some subscribers. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't make money off of this shit. You're the nicest guy in the world. Until you irritate me. Then I have no time for your bullshit. Brutal honesty at its best, man. Don't fucking argue with me. I don't have time for it. If you have questions, sure, ask, and I will answer them. But if you can't comprehend the answer, that's not on me. I'm not going to Barney size it any farther than I already have. Because there just becomes a point where, as you said, keep on repeating the answer like you're dumb. Well, I'm repeating the answer. And if you don't get it, then you're dumb. I don't have time for this shit. Oh my god, that Trent is such an asshole. Now that my freaking stream has been completely derailed, how's everybody else doing? I know there's like 5 people in chat. One does not make chat, although I probably scared away any hope of having a conversation with anybody in this chat room now. And if that's how he acts with somebody, man, I don't want to talk to him. He is such a fucking asshole. I mean, God. Huh? Ah.
Different method, same result.
Yep. Now. Back to building the station. Now that I've gotten derailed. All right, now. How to defend yourself against a man armed with a piece of fruit.
You're off by 1.
What?
You're off by 1. You want too many to the outside.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're gonna change the other one?
The other one won't work to be changed because of where it's located on the central thing.
Oh yeah, right. This one needs to. Soep heb je gemaakt?
What?
Oh, I was talking to my roommate.
How's your roommate?
He's good. He's making soup.
Oh yeah?
I just burned it.
And just burned it?
Yes.
burn soup?
Fuck yeah.
The talent. He can burn anything.
You know what, though? That's how you learn. Trial and error, motherfucker.
Yeah, true.
I would rather burn soup a few times and then make some really great soup than have some mediocre soup for the rest of my life.
It's a risk versus reward thing.
Yeah, you know. The risk is, well, burn soup repeatedly until you learn how to actually do it. And then when you actually do it, you can make some really great soup for the rest of your life. Problem solved. Trial and error. Oh. God, now I want some soup. You guys suck. Yeah, soupy time. Your roommate's probably thinking, oh my god, this guy is such a dick. He's funny as hell, though.
He's been here with a lot of streams already.
What?
He knows you.
He's aware?
Yep. Yeah.
Right on. He is aware of my asshole-ish nature.
Being an asshole isn't that bad. Being a dick is bad.
Well, hey, I just built that, you douche.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
Goddamn douche nugget. Oh.
Dat maar even niet, is fucking laat.
I'm curious. I'm very curious. I'm gonna go check my subscribers here. I either gained some or lost some. I broke even, I guess. I don't know. Oh well. I really don't care. Like I said before, and I'll say again, I make no money doing this. YouTube is not monetized. It'll never be monetized. I don't care enough to deal with all that bullshit. Can't be myself. That's why I never understood the sponsoring thing. I mean, if somebody in their crazy ass business sense decides, hey, I want to sponsor this guy, I'm going to tell him straight out, nothing will change. Go ahead and sponsor me, but nothing will change. I will be an asshole, politically incorrect. Nothing is going to change for my stream. You guys are not going to get any sort of change other than, hey, check out this product. End of plug. Because let's face it, I've seen a lot of YouTubers that have gone the route of sponsorships. And, yeah, some of them change. Some of them change hard. Like, oh, I'm making a lot of money now, and I want this to continue, so I'm going to be as family-friendly as possible. Fuck that!
How did I even...
So, there we go.
That's great.
So I guess now, the question, because I do like this. Yeah. Now we need to do something for in here. Just kind of section it off. Bum, 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 bum. You know, I've come to the conclusion it's my asshole-ish nature that has scared people away from chat.
I think you being yourself is what actually attracts subscribers.
Really? What the hell's wrong?
Except because you're an asshole.
What the hell's wrong with them?
I don't know.
As I said,
like assholes.
As I said before, if I ever ran into myself or someone like me in public, I'd punch myself in the face. Repeatedly.
Nope.
Y'all weird.
Very direct for an American. My country people are always brutally honest, so I like that.
Oh, okay then. What country are you in again?
Pants make my ass look fat. No, it's not the pants that make your ass look fat.
It's your ass that makes your ass look fat.
My roommate actually said that to his mom.
She's fat though.
But she's I love it. What country are you in? I'm gonna move there.
Holland. Or
Holland.
The Netherlands.
Alright. I know where I'm going.
Everyone's mom is fat here, so you would like it.
Your mama's so fat. Yeah, and? Oh shit, there goes half my material.
One second. I'm gonna take a small smoking break. I'm on the computer, but not on the key.
Gotcha, gotcha.
You know, nicotine addiction. I gotta smoke at least once every 2 hours.
I recently quit myself, so I'm well aware of the problems.
Yeah. Well, I might quit one day, but I don't know. I don't want to yet.
Yeah?
I don't care.
Well, you gotta want it. You can't quit if you don't want it. Believe me, I've tried.
Now, if the will is not there, it's not gonna work.
Yep. So, we are 2 hours in. I'm running out of shit to do. I was in a pretty good mood this morning up until recently. Now I want to go punch a kitten. I want to do bad things to good things.
Well, you got a gun. After the stream, get your gun, lay some stuff around, and shoot at it.
That's not a bad idea. I got an old Xbox 360 that needs to be put in its place.
Well, go teach it a lesson.
Yeah. So this afternoon I am going to be picking up that Citadel Forged in Fire. And I was wondering what everybody thinks about a live stream with that, maybe in the afternoons for a couple hours.
I have.
Sounds good. What What does that game entail, Trent?
Have you ever played Ark?
I actually have Ark downloaded. I haven't.
Okay.
Excuse me. I bought it off stream, but I haven't played it.
Okay. So, it is Ark without dragons, or excuse me, with dragons, without dinos, and it's magic. You are a wizard. Cast spells, mana, health, food. I think food. Maybe not food. I don't recall eating the entire time.
Sounds more like Skyrim than Ark.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was, I got in for a couple hours during that open beta they did, and it was pleasant. It was fun. I mean, it wasn't as brutal as Ark was as far as the survival goes. Another one that does something similar is Dark and Light. That game is almost identical to Ark. It's stupid. I was very unpleased with how the menu looked. I'm not a fan of Ark's menu for that matter. So, I mean, I wasn't happy with it. I decided I wanted to do something else. Something different. So, you know, there we are. But,
and to be honest with you, I think your streams would do better in the afternoon or evening. Now, I'm not trying to change anything for you. I just think the viewership would be different.
The viewership would definitely be different. But I mean, we got Holland here. What would that do for your stream or for your schedule if I start streaming in the afternoon, my time?
That will be about 3 hours from now, I guess.
Yeah, more or less.
They'll make it 9 o'clock in the evening. That's like prime time for viewing things, in my opinion.
Okay, so that would be good for you.
It would be good for Europe.
Okay. Well, then I might expand. I might do a morning stream and I might do an evening stream. Like I've said before, I have nothing else to do during the day except for take care of a kid and a dog. And the kid's old enough to, for the most part, she can do things without getting in trouble. Every once in a while she requires a few push-ups. And then there's the dog, who the kid keeps occupied to the point where the dog falls asleep for an hour or so. So, can't go wrong with that. But I think I'm going to end this stream a little early for now, because I'm tired, I've been babbling, and I think people are taking care of shit themselves. So, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Probably, actually, maybe even this afternoon. Depends on what I can get set up and how long it takes and all that crap. But until then, I've been Trent DeGreth, joined with the people who I can't see names of in Discord because I've somehow closed Discord. Gator and Zompy. Zoompie. What the fuck? Zoompy?
Zoompy, yes.
Alrighty. There you go. Yep. Guys, catch it easy. Take it easy. Catch you later. Whatever. Fucking English. Fuck English. I'm gonna speak gibberish from now on. Take it easy.